Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In our chaotic, modern world, there's this relentless message being shouted at us. You need more. More hustle, more projects, more money, more friends, more things to fill up your calendar. Society, media, even your friends will have you convinced that the secret to a happier, more successful life is simply adding things. You've got to get this product, learn that skill, and attend that event. It's an exhausting treadmill of accumulation. But what if I told you the real secret? The true hack to leveling up your life is actually the complete opposite. What if the key to success and genuine happiness is about subtracting? It's far easier, and often far more impactful, to strategically remove things that are weighing you down than it is to cram new habits into an already cluttered existence. Think about it. A sculptor doesn't add clay to reveal the masterpiece. They chip away everything that isn't the final form. So, with that mindset of quiet elimination, we've put together a list of 4 things you should seriously consider getting rid of right now. Let's get right into the first, and arguably most important one. Number 1. Making excuses. There's an old saying that hits hard. People who are good at making up excuses are rarely good for anything else. Now, hold on, take a deep breath, and take this with a huge grain of salt. Life is genuinely difficult. We all face curveballs and obstacles that are 100% beyond our control. I'm not talking about dismissing genuine hardship. But here is the crucial distinction we all have to make. Fault versus responsibility. The things that happen to you might not be your fault, but the way you choose to respond to them, that is always your problem and your responsibility. Whether it's a difficult boss, a bad market, or a personal setback, the person who has to deal with the fallout is you. People who internalize this idea, who take ownership of their circumstances, tend to be more resilient, experience less emotional turbulence, and report a higher overall life satisfaction. This all comes down to a powerful psychological concept called self-efficacy. In simple terms, this is your rock-solid belief in your own ability to accomplish tasks, achieve your goals, and handle adversity. It's the confidence you have in your competence and your effectiveness in specific areas of your life. When you have high self-efficacy, you become more emotionally tough. You're motivated to tackle challenging projects, and you approach new opportunities with a positive attitude because you genuinely believe you can succeed. Building this belief system takes time, but you can drastically accelerate the process by just being more careful with your language. I mean this in 2 ways: how you talk to others and, even more critically, your own internal thoughts. Your words are a direct extension of your core beliefs, and those beliefs shape how you interpret the world.
I challenge you to recall the last time you genuinely encountered truly uplifting, deeply educational, or profoundly inspiring content on your feed that wasn't immediately followed by something that spiked your anxiety or rage. It's likely that those good moments are constantly overshadowed by the negative, the endless doom scrolling that hooks you in with fear and anger. You don't need to be constantly bombarded with everything that's happening everywhere all the time. Many people object to this, fearing they'll miss out on a significant update, what's often called FOMO, or the fear of missing out. But that is rarely the case. The truth is, you won't miss out on anything crucial. Think of taking a break from social media as an essential filtering process. If something truly important happens, a major life event, an actual world-changing piece of news, you will undoubtedly hear about it from friends, family, or traditional news sources anyway. This approach can also be a fantastic conversation starter. When you catch up with a friend, just mention that you've stepped back from social media and ask, "Hey, What interesting things did I miss? This forces genuine human connection and cuts through the noise. Once you've done this for a while, you'll quickly realize that the constant scrolling wasn't giving you connection. It was giving you distraction and anxiety. Number 3, comparing yourself to others. Humans are fundamentally social creatures. We are wired for community, and a significant portion of our self-worth is, unfortunately, tied up in our standing within a social hierarchy. People who perceive themselves as high on the social ladder tend to have better emotional regulation, better health, and higher overall life satisfaction. Because there are no hard and fast rules to determine social status, we constantly compare ourselves to each other to get an approximation of where we stand. And, as we just mentioned, with the rampant use of social media, these comparisons have become an overwhelming, toxic force. We are constantly bombarded with highlight reels, people who seem to live more glamorous lives, endless fancy vacations, perfect families, and cool cars. We're looking at someone else's carefully curated marketing campaign and comparing it to the messiness of our own full, complex life. And that is simply not fair. Here's the core unfairness. You are comparing a single, polished aspect of another person's life to the entirety of your own journey. For example, maybe you fantasize about being rich and famous, imagining the lifestyle of a movie star. But you're only craving the superficial benefits, the money and the attention, without considering the monumental cost. Being rich and famous often comes at the cost of genuine close relationships. You can never truly be sure if people want to spend time with you, the person, or if they just want something from you. Many famous people are constantly surrounded by opportunists and yes men who associate with them purely for their own gain. And then there's the constant harassment, the lack of privacy, and the intense pressure. I'm not suggesting that being poor and anonymous is the preferable alternative, but the point is, everything comes at a cost. It is unfair to be envious of someone else without having the full picture, without factoring in their private struggles, their sacrifices, and their internal battles. Don't compare your whole life to someone else's highlight reel. You have a unique personality, a unique set of experiences, and a unique path. There is simply no rational point in comparing it to someone else's. The only competition that matters, the only person you should ever measure yourself against, is who you were yesterday. So, we've committed to ditching the excuses, logging off the doom scrolling, and stopping the toxic comparison game. The final thing you need to quietly but firmly eliminate from your life is something that can drain your energy and sabotage your efforts faster than anything else. Number 4, toxic people. Your environment is everything, and the people you surround yourself with are the single most important factor in that environment. If you want to achieve your goals, you need people who are going to lift you up, not drag you back down. But how do you really recognize a good friend versus someone who is toxic? It comes down to a very simple test. A true friend is someone you can share both good news and bad news with. If you tell them good news, a promotion, a major personal victory, a small success, they will genuinely help you celebrate. They won't try to immediately pivot the conversation to themselves, minimize your achievement, or worse, try to one-up you. They are happy for your success, and they view it as a win for you, not a threat to them. Conversely, if you tell them bad news, a setback, a failure, or a difficult challenge, they will listen without judgment, offer genuine emotional support, and, if appropriate, help you brainstorm a solution. They are there to support you when you're down. If you find yourself hesitating to share good news with someone because you're worried about how they'll react, because you suspect they'll feel jealous, dismissive, or competitive, chances are that person is a source of toxicity, and you need to curb contact with them. Real friends are here to lift each other up, not drag each other down. You have to surround yourself with people who truly want the best for you. Period. Too often, we get sucked into spending time with people out of a misplaced feeling of duty, obligation, or peer pressure. Let me be absolutely clear about this. You have no obligation to spend time with people who consistently make you feel bad about yourself. Your mental and emotional health comes first. Now, I understand this isn't always easy. If you absolutely can't get away from certain individuals, like specific family members or mandatory coworkers, then you must master the art of minimizing contact. The goal in these situations is to keep your interactions brief and polite. Be cordial, but don't volunteer deep personal information. Look for strategic ways to slowly, gracefully disengage from their orbit. You don't need a dramatic, messy confrontation. You just need to create distance. Over time, that distance will create a healthy boundary and free up your emotional energy for the people and activities that genuinely fulfill you. Final thoughts: the power of elimination. Look, we started this video talking about how society sells you the idea that you need to add more to be happy. But we've just gone through 4 crucial areas where subtracting leads to incredible gains. When you eliminate excuses, you activate your self-efficacy and gain control. When you eliminate doom scrolling, you reclaim your time and clear your mind. When you eliminate comparison, you gain self-acceptance and clarity of purpose. When you eliminate toxic people, you protect your energy and elevate your potential. Achieving a better, happier, and more successful life isn't about filling every empty space. It's about having the courage and the wisdom to clear out the junk so the things that truly matter, your focused effort, your genuine connections, your real progress, finally have the room to grow. If you like the idea of achieving more by simplifying your life, you should definitely check out our video on the core topic of minimalism. It pairs perfectly with what we discussed today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more ways to quietly improve your life.